As the world marks Mental Health Day, a mental health patient suffering from schizophrenia, Francis Ankaku, has urged persons with the illness not to give up, but rather have hope that they will one day have a better one. Francis Ankaku, who hailed from Bo in the Laura district of the Upper West region, but resident in Wa, has been battling with the disease for the last 17 years. Speaking in an exclusive interview with JoyNews Upper West regional correspondent Rafiq Salam on the occasion of World Mental Health Day, he urged his colleagues to religiously stick to the medication given them, as that is the only way they could be cured.
He was born and named as Francis Ankaku, but changes swiftly according to whoever becomes the Secretary General of the United Nations. A decade ago, he rechristened himself as Ban Ki-moon until last year, when he made swift change to Antonio Guterres.
Ki-moon, Antonio Guterres. The name itself is giving me an impression to my life. So I also like to be called as Ban Ki-moon in Wa. Ban Ki-moon in Wa. So I'm a total Ban Ki-moon in Wa, to be champion, as I say.
But now, the position has changed. It's now Antonio Guterres.
So my name also go to Antonio Guterres at the same time. So my name is Antonio Guterres.
17 years ago, Francis Ankaku was working with Asara Original Pay All as a lotto agent. He got to the office one morning and suddenly took ill. He was later diagnosed to be suffering from schizophrenia.
So one time ago, I said that my body was not finding me well. So I decided to walk out from the office. That's how the whole thing started with me, when I was still working on Asara Original Pay All.
How long was it?
It took me about 5 years before I recovered.
So when it happened, were you taken somewhere? Were you taken to the hospital?
Yes, I was taken to the hospital. Then they treated me small. Then I went back home. Then from home, one time it came again. So I left my hometown. Then I started to be in Wa here.
At Wa, he has no house to sleep in and has to construct a kiosk and use as a residence, and also for his lotto business. Unfortunately for him, the kiosk got burnt one afternoon, thus rendering him not only homeless, but lost some personal effects as well. He has no other option than to lie in the open under the vagaries of the harsh rainy weather condition, using this veranda owned by the One Maternal and Child Health Clinic.
The mosquito has a problem. When it's raining, I'm not comfortable. So the rainy season, I'm not welcome. But when it comes to dry season, that one day I'm comfortable. But when the rainy season there, the rain will be raining, then I have to be just hanging around. I can't have peace. I'm appealing to everyone who has a concern about me that can be able to help me to put out a container here, small container, whereby I can be able to protect all these things, small. But a little bit of material, one day, maybe I may have a room to hire myself.
47-year-old Francis Ankaku said he used to be wealthy and even owned 5 vehicles. He told me how he used to enjoy life with friends, but now has been stigmatized and dumped. I said, Alain, you used to have several girlfriends.
Well, the girlfriend, I can't tell, because after that, because there's no money, the girl all run away. So, but, well, see, if I got money back, they'll come back, I'm sure. So, I'm sure if I got my money, they'll all come back.
Yes. He has hope that he will be well again soon, and life will be normal. So we should tell them that things are in order now?
Yeah, we should tell them that things are in order now. They will come and see me. I'm very brief and nothing has worried me again. So let's pray to God.
His only message to persons who are facing similar challenges on the occasion of World Mental Health Day is for them not to give up.
Whosoever is affected shouldn't give up. He should try to be very comfortable and try to give the material they are giving him. He should abide to it small. The fellow will realize that things will be okay for him. They shouldn't give up. When they shouldn't think that where they are, that is all about them. No. They should be able to put out things that one day things will change from them.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
And that's a story of hope. And that was all as part of marking World Mental Health Day. And just within the period, a group advocating the decriminalization of the use and possession of marijuana say they have petitioned Parliament on their cause and are awaiting favorable responses. Thus, Pongo is blaming doctors and some relatives for prejudging smokers and diagnosing them accordingly, even though, according to him, there's no scientific proof of adverse psychological effect on persons who use marijuana. Here is his conversation with my colleague, Gifty Andopia.
The only negative aspect of use of marijuana is enforcement. When somebody will be arrested, maybe a young, Ghanaian student or maybe 21, 26 years old will be arrested and put in prison for 10 years or more. He will go and meet all these hardened criminals, armed robbers and murderers and rapists. He will be locked together with them in the same cells, and then he will learn all those bad things there already. When he comes out, he's going to be rejected by society because he's an ex-convict. He has a prison record, a criminal record. He can't get visa to travel out of the country. It will be very difficult for him to get work to do, and that youth can become a liability to society. If you go to hospital right now, for any treatment, your doctor will ask you if you smoke in general, so if maybe someone gets this type of problem and they take mental problem, they take him to the mental hospital. By all means, maybe he smokes herb. The relatives having the mindset already that people who smoke herb get crazy. They will just say, yeah, he's been smoking herb, and then the doctor will document it and say that, yes, he's mad because he smoked herb.
Okay, what do you smoke? Weed
or? The herb, yeah.
So you guys are basically breaking the law.
You see, the Bible told us that we should obey the laws of the country in which we are. But the laws that are contrary to God's laws or nature, we cannot, obey those laws. We've written to Parliament, and we are waiting for
a response.
What
did you tell them?
Well, we've asked them to amend the law, because the law as it is now is very brutal to the user. So it is better we stop criminalizing it so that we can make more money out of it. And it's also good for the ecology, and the environment.
Now the story is the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has fulfilled yet another campaign promise after the official launch of the restoration of the nurses and midwife trainees allowances at the Sunyani Nursing Training School on Monday. The president revealed some 232 million Ghana cedis would be spent paying the trainee nurses and their allowances this academic year. Precious Semevo has this report.
The trainee allowance, which was cancelled by the NDC government in the 2013-2014 academic year, has been restored to the excitement of the beneficiary students at the Sunyani Nurse and Midwife Training School. The launch, which was well attended by top government officials, including the Bronahafo Regional Minister, Kwekwa Sumachreme, the Health Minister, Kwekwa Jumamenu, also saw traditional rulers within the region and people from all walks of life. Hundreds of nurse and midwife training students could not hide their thrill shortly after the arrival of the president, when some of them received alerts on their phones indicating that the money has hit their account. The president, affirming his party's determination in fulfilling the promise of restoring the allowance ahead of the 2016 campaign period, says 58,000 health trainees in the country will be paid an allowance of 400 cedis starting from September.
Many of your colleagues, as a result of the cancellation, were demotivated and demoralized. The New Patriotic Party and I heard your cry and assured you of the restoration of these allowances if we won the election. By the grace of God and by the generosity and trust of the Ghanaian people, I am here today as President of the Republic, ready to fulfill the pledge we made to you.
The president, who also attributed the restoration of the nurses' allowance to the prudent management of the economy, added that leadership is about choices, and he has chosen to invest in the education of the people of Ghana.
I wish to assure them that with the proper management of our public finances, the nation's budget can accommodate such an amount. The implementation of the free senior high school policy on 12 September 2017 should be an indicator of the fact that leadership is about choices. I have chosen to invest in the education and in the future of our young men and women.
The president of Conference of Heads of Health Training Institutions, Josephine Ansuji-Abo, was grateful to the president for the fulfillment of his promise. She addressed the students to show appreciation to the president by using the allowance to achieve high academic standards.
I know that your joy has no bounds with the restoration of the trainee allowance. I know you are more than grateful to His Excellency the President and the government of Ghana. But I believe that the best way you can express your gratitude is to make a difference by setting high academic and moral objectives for yourselves and work hard to ensure that you pass all your examinations at the first sitting and come out as well-trained, qualified, and committed healthcare personnel that Ghana can be proud of.
Some of the students who spoke to JoyNews said the restoration of the allowance came at the right time, as it will ease the pressure on the shoulders of their parents.
Then we want to thank the president for giving us our allowances back. We want to say that we will study hard and we will use the money so that it will help our education.
I appreciate what the president has done for this school and the nursing and midwifery. We appreciate what he has done. We promise that we will be of good behavior and use the money in paying of our fees and helping our education and come out as well-trained nurses and midwives.
The First Lady, Rebecca Akufo-Addo, has expressed satisfaction at the progress of work on the new mother and baby unit being constructed or spearheaded by her office and the multimedia group to address the needless deaths of babies and mothers at the Comfort Anoti Teaching Hospital. The one-story facility was initiated to address the issue of overcrowding at the maternity block, following the abandonment of a new maternity block under construction over the last 40 years. At an event to donate a Nissan pickup vehicle to the Save a Child, Save a Mother Foundation, Madam Akufo-Addo noted the facility would also be soon inaugurated to save lives of mothers and babies at the hospital. She's been expressing gratitude to all who have supported the foundation with cash and kind donations so far.
I am truly grateful to Nissan and Auto Parts Limited for your generous donation of a pickup truck for our work. This will greatly improve the work of the Rebecca Foundation. Indeed, I have been amazed at the generosity of many individuals and organizations towards the new mother and baby unit in Comfort Anoti Teaching Hospital. Thank you all for your support. Allow me to use this opportunity to tell you a bit about the Rebecca Foundation. The foundation is working to champion the well-being of women and children by undertaking various initiatives in education, health, and economic empowerment of women to safeguard families. We know that to meet our development aspirations as a country, we need to improve the well-being of women, who form more than half our population. The well-being of our women will certainly safeguard the well-being of families. We also know that we need to ensure that the next generation of our children are secured from unnecessary morbidity and mortality, easily prevented and minimized by a proper regime of antenatal and postnatal care. This is the vision behind the Save a Child, Save a Mother campaign, which I launched in partnership with multimedia after seeing the heart-wrenching documentary about the state of the Cafaro Hospital maternity unit. The mother and baby unit is coming up nicely. It is an ultra-modern unit comprising a maternity unit, neonatal intensive care unit, and a pediatric intensive care unit. The design is functional and every little detail has been thought of, even to future requirements. When completed, it will greatly ease the congestion at the mother and baby unit and help save lives of our mothers and babies. Very soon, we would commission this new and very important addition to the hospital. Again, all this would not have been possible without the generosity of everyone. I take this opportunity to thank all our kind donors who, like Autopaths Ghana Limited, have generously donated to this cause.
And the managing director of Autoparts Limited, partners of Japanese multinational vehicle manufacturers Nissan, said that the company would also offer 3 months of maintenance services for the vehicle.
The objective of the foundation is to improve the lives of the babies and mothers in Ghana, as the well-being of women and children is one of the things Her Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo is very passionate about. Hence, the initiation of partnership of the Rebecca Foundation with the Multimedia Group to raise funds towards the construction and furnishing of a single-story mother and baby unit block at the Komfo Anoche Teaching Hospital in Kaf to help reduce the congestion at the center and ultimately end the needless death of babies and their mothers at the hospital. We at Autoparts Limited, founded in 1941 and being representative of Nissan in Ghana since 1958, are gathered here to make a special representation by Nissan Global and us as partners with them, Autoparts Limited, to contribute our quota to the great work of this foundation. We would like to offer for the foundation a Nissan pickup with a 3 years maintenance service as well, Your Excellency.
And that's it for the latest news update. We'll do a lot more news as we do reviews of the newspapers and the online portal reviews. And we'll tell you the latest update as to what is coming out from Liberia. Nia Kofi Smatabe, fortunately, will be joining us, and then we'll give you the latest from Kenya, which the leading opposition figure who took the last presidential election dispute to court, for which we had a subsequent annulment, has announced that his candidacy will not be contesting the runoff, so to speak, or the enactment of the whole election. Well, we'll see how that goes. But please get interactive on Facebook, JoyNews on TV. And then we also have an interactive handle on Twitter, JoyNews on TV. But you can still send us an SMS. And we have to take a break.